Where in the world are the birds today? Well, they're in our backyard. This is the view I have each day when I come out and start looking for the birds. This is my perch, and that's where I sit to observe what's coming and going. I call it the window to my bird world. So let's get started. And today, we're concentrating on Abert's Towhees, which you may not know a lot about. I always say that in our yard, they're always here and they're always visible. This map shows the very small range for this towhee, so unless you live in or visit the purple area of the southwest United States, you'll likely not see them. If you live or have been outside this range and do see them, I'd love to have you drop me a note in the comment section telling me your location. Given this very small range, it's probably fair to say that most people haven't seen this bird, so here is your chance to learn a little more about them. Abert's towhees are large sparrows with a short, conical bill and a rather long tail. You can hear them chirping in the background right now, and it's a very, very distinct sound. They're grayish-brown in color with a rusty color in the undertail area. The dark area around the beak is a field mark that makes the ID obvious. The overall shape is similar to a northern cardinal, without a crest, of course. They're sedentary birds that live out their lives in small, permanent territories like our backyard. Abert's towhees are monogamous and maintain territories year-round, allowing them to start breeding quickly. The pairs generally remain bonded for life. This strong pair bond means that they're ready to breed whenever environmental conditions are good for nesting. In the desert, that means that they can take advantage of unpredictable rains that stimulate plant and insect activity. Abert's towhees nest in Arizona from March through July. They can have multiple clutches per year given the weather that we have. The nests are cup-shaped in shrubs with grasses and bark. They lay 2 to 5 speckled eggs, and both parents feed the young with insects and spiders, often raising multiple broods by quickly re-nesting after failures. You're seeing some baby-faced young ones in my photos and videos, still relying on the parents. I was shocked to see this brood. It was late December when I noticed them, and it's been really cold, but I have to assume they know what they're doing. Abert's towhees generally dwell in the dense brush along rivers and streams of the Sonoran Desert. They do not migrate but spend all year primarily in the understory of various trees and shrubs. They can also be seen in some suburban areas where less cluttered habitats, such as landscaped yards, make them easier to see. They can often be tricky to find deep within the brushy habitats, but that's not the case in our yard. In our yard, they dart in and out of cover, but are generally remaining visible. They are mostly ground dwellers, but they do grow up in trees. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there will be more on our backyard in future videos so that you can understand our setup and how we draw so many birds. Year-round, Abert's towhees feed mostly on insects which they find by rummaging around on the ground using a double scratch method to uncover food in the leaf litter and rocks. They hop forward, then rapidly scratch both feet backwards to move the leaves or rocks aside. Both mom and dad feed the young ones, so it's comical to see so many of them running around like crazy. When I come out to the backyard each day, well, at least most days, I see this mess with all of these rocks everywhere. This is the unmistakable work of our Abert's towhees. It's what they do when they keep kicking the rocks looking for good stuff, and they leave a mess, but I can deal with it. Abert's towhees really only take dust baths. However, I did catch them bathing in our stream recently. That was a huge surprise to me, and it was the first time I've witnessed this in decades of observing Abert's towhees. It was really a pleasure and a fun experience, and it was also nice to see one of the babies drinking from the stream. We hope you enjoyed this video about Abert's towhees. If you like, share, subscribe, or leave a comment, it helps me know if I'm creating content that you are enjoying. There are lots of fun outings planned, so we could be anywhere in the world in future videos. Here are a few hints as to where you will find us soon.